Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and I am talking quietly because my brother's in the other room in a meeting, in a Zoom meeting, so I'm trying not to be too loud. But anyway, today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys my very overwhelming jungle birthday party story. So this is a story about how we threw a birthday party at this place called the Jungle, which is no longer in business, for my sister, and it was a little overwhelming because I had to run back and forth with a bunch of the kids. So I'm going to get started, and this is just to let you guys know that a kid's birthday party can be overwhelming when there are kids and stuff, but honestly the best you can do is try your best to help them, and also just try your best to have fun with them even if you're kind of like almost the chaperone or something. So I'm gonna get started, and let me know if you guys have ever been this way at a kid's party. I'm sure if you're parents, you've probably been through this, but I'm going to get started. So this all started when I was in the 7th grade and my sister was in kindergarten. My sister was turning 6 and we threw her a birthday party at this place called the Jungle. Sadly, this place is no longer in business. It's been out of business for a really long time. And it was in a city that was a little further away from where I live. Wasn't too far away, but a little bit away from where I live. And we threw my sister a party at the Jungle. So we were having a good time. The kids were just playing. They were either playing in the play structure thing, because this was an indoor play structure, and they were playing in a lot of the escape rooms or whatever. It wasn't technically an escape room, it was an indoor play structure, a giant indoor play structure. And we were just having a good time. Then we were having pizza, and then my sister opened all her presents. And it was a really fun place to be at, and we were having such a great time. And then as we're at the party, I'm having fun playing with the kids and my sister. We end up playing in the little area where the colorful balls are, like the colorful play balls. You know, when McDonald's had like the play structure, they had like the colorful, different colored balls. That's what the Jungle had. And we are playing in there, and then I was in there with my sister, and then I come out and I see this little girl crying, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she goes, "I want my mom." And I was like, "Okay, I could take you to your mom," because the parents were also at the play structure too. So I take the little girl, and then this little boy, well, I have to stop because this little boy wants me to help him get up because he can't climb. I was like, okay, so I have the little girl wait for a second, second. I'm glad she understands, and she's very patient. And I helped the little boy get up, and it was a little bit difficult because he was a little bit heavy, and I wasn't that strong at the time. And so I got him up, and so the little girl is still crying. So I run down to take her to the thing, and take her to her mom because she really wants her mom. And I'm having a little bit of a hard time because I cannot remember how to get out of the Jungle. I mean, it was my first time since I had been there, probably since a birthday party for one of my friends in December. And I forgot to mention my brother had his birthday party at this place too, I think when he was turning 9 or something. Or was it 8? I don't remember, but he had his birthday party at this place as well. Well, so I'm running around with this little girl and taking her to her mom. And the little boy is calling me again. I'm like, "I can't help you right now, blah 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 blah. I have to take this little girl to her mom." So I'm going through trying to remember how to get out, and then and it took me probably, like, I'd say about 8 minutes to get out of the play structure part of the Jungle. And I get the little girl to her mom, and the mom's like, "Thank you so much, blah 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 blah." I'm like, "Okay, like, you're welcome." And then I go back upstairs to help the little boy, and I help the little boy get up, and like I said, it is a little bit difficult for me because it is quite heavy. And then another kid was like, "Can you please do something about this?" And I felt like I was kind of like being a chaperone for this party, even though my parents were the chaperones and they were doing an awesome job. I felt like I was just busy following all the kids around because a lot of the kids were like looking for each other, and then I had to bring them all back to one another and stuff, and it was kind of overwhelming, but I was so lucky I managed to not overwhelm myself, and it was just a lot of work just to get all these kids back and forth between like to their parents or to wherever they wanted in the play structure area. And I did still have to help the little boy get up on the stairs because he was having a difficult time climbing, and he was getting a little scared that he was going to fall. So I had to try my best. And like I said, it was a little difficult because I wasn't very strong at the time, but I managed to help him. And it was slightly overwhelming just running back and forth, checking on the kids. And then I was looking for my sister in between, and I managed to find her, and luckily she was in one of the areas of the play structure with her friend, and I was very glad to have found her, because I ended up having to look for her as well because I couldn't find her either. And I felt like I was jumbling back and forth between a maze and stuff, and it was like a little bit crazy. And then all of a sudden it's time for us to go, and I have to go through the entire place to grab all the kids because the parents weren't allowed to be inside unless the kid was really, really small in the play structure, because the play structure was only for kids. And like I said, I was about 14 at the time, but luckily I was allowed to go in still. Well, so I run back and forth, look for each kid, and I gather all the kids and then help bring them back to their parents so we can leave. And it was very, very overwhelming. I was very lucky I didn't put myself to tears because I was like getting a little tired running back and forth between looking for the kids and everything. And some kids were like trying to get up climbing places, and some kids were like wanting to go down to their parents, and I had to like gather them all to get down to their parents. And luckily I got them down in time to their parents, and we were ready to leave. I was literally exhausted by the time we were finished with the party, but at least I had fun too, because I got to play in the jungle, play with the kids as well, and it was pretty fun. And my sister had fun too. So the moral of the story is sometimes kids' parties are a little overwhelming, but you also just got to remember to try your best to have fun and not feel overwhelmed. And I was very lucky to have fun with these kids because I had a good time with my sister's friend, because despite the fact I did have a little bit of a struggle, like I had to help two different kids, I still had a really good time because I got to feel like a kid again being in the jungle, because I hadn't been there in quite a while, and I remembered how much fun I had playing in there when I was a kid. So parties can be overwhelming, but you also got to remember that sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to help the kids have fun at parties. Okay, so that was my overwhelming jungle story. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!